And you said
And
better a house N-word than a homeless one.
well, yeah, and that's what I said, and that was a and I said that as a sort of a funny jokiest response to Degenerate ANCAP because he had mentioned how his friend, who is a black anarcho-capitalist, who's got called a house N word, and I made sure to say to them, well, it's better to be a house N word than a homeless one, and
These
Oh,
these snowflakes better not watch any Tarantino movies.
let's.
yeah, I mean, it's just here's the thing, like no, and they say the whole thing that oh well, that word has been used to oppress people. Well, yes, and so has the word monkey. The word monkey has also been used to degenerate to humiliate black people. Am I all of a sudden a racist for using the word monkey? No, it's all depending on context.
And you
Yes,
know,
Cracker.
some people use the N word to oppress black people. I don't.
and they're also
That's the kind of people the geek room is. And they hang out with people who continue to abuse child rape victims for fun. I'm sorry, geek room, you're a bunch of scum, and your fans are total scum too. Please go ahead and try and do something with the fact that I identified you as scum. By the way, if you were here physically, I'd still call you scum to your face. I certainly wouldn't shake your hand or dine with you because you're vile people who lie about innocent men. Well, you know, like Brass and Injun here. I don't believe anything you scum have to say, and I don't believe anything your scum friends have to say. And I have no respect for your fans who, from looking at their activities, your fans are some of the most vile, horrible people on the internet. Please quote me as saying that fans of the Geek Room and the Non Sequitur Show are some of the most vile, hateful people on the internet. There's the classic atheist victim mentality. We're the world's victims. Never mind that, you know, after more than 10 years of pro-atheist, anti-religious propaganda, atheists are still the most disliked religious group. And the one thing the bullying pigs at the Geek Room and places like that, this is what atheist land is. Andrew, you had something you wanted to say?
Yeah, what I was going to say is that oftentimes they look at foul language if the language is about, you know, certain subjects in the way that we imagine Puritans would look at like blasphemy, right? That it doesn't matter what the context is, it's that these certain words are magically bad that you're using. And it's very obvious that they're just using a pretext to harass HistoryNet, and you know, they've done that to me, they've done it to you, Max. It's sort of like not expecting a dog to bark or a scorpion to sting you.
Well, yeah, well, I mean, you got a lifetime ban, so I mean, you're already old as hell, so that's what, 10 years?
Yeah, exactly. The lifetime ban. I'm thinking I got no more than 10 years anyway, right? Yeah. I think what incidents like this show, and I think it's going to become more and more obvious to more and more people, not the average, I'm just not interested, or I don't believe that God stuff people, whatever, but no, this militant atheist movement that gets off on abusing people, everybody's getting tired of them. I mean, if you look at it, they even turn on each other. They always wind up turning on each other.
well, to be fair to this asshole, I was hyperbolizing when I said that he was doxing me, which I consider that a form of doxing. You know, screenshotting our conversations and taking them out of context and spread them to the internet.
Yeah, well, he was harassing you, right? So and smearing you, and basically the point that I'll make is it's utterly fascinating to me how many of these identitarian atheists engage in false accusations. I mean, and they sort of are smug and proud about it, right? And I'm not Anglican, so I'm usually really nice about these things. But honestly, the falsely accusing someone is actually one of the things that you can go to hell for.
And like, am I really that much of a threat to them? This guy's just pissed because I called out his friends, Guileless Engineer and KC, and apparently they got under his skin enough for him to harass me.
Hey man, this is what happens when you reject the sacred. You end up basically literally degenerating to the point where you're engaging in things that like a wolf would be ashamed to engage in.